Hi, I'm Matt Wells. I'm here at Ernest Bevin College supporting Cry Swim.
Today, under the organisation of our PE department, we've held a sponsored swim. We have a lovely swimming pool here and our kids love swimming in it. So to use that pool and their energy to raise money for a really good charity is just an excellent thing for the school to be involved in.
We've invited Matt Wells along today. He's a patron of Cry and has been for the last 2 years. And he became a patron because a friend of his wife suddenly died, and the tragedy had such a massive impact across friends and family that he suddenly realised how terrible these young sudden cardiac deaths are. And he said to us he really wanted to help raise awareness, and coming along today was a perfect opportunity to be able to involve him in that. He's been talking to the young journalists who won their awards. Matt was a very interesting interviewee because they were able to ask him all sorts of things like his diet, and it's not very many journalists, let alone the young journalists, who get that chance to speak to somebody of that stature, and let alone somebody as affable and committed as Matt has been.
I've been involved with Cry for a couple of years now, and I think it's really important to promote exercise and the Cry awareness with young children.
As well as the swimming today, we have a table tennis event for staff and pupils to get together and to play against each other, which doesn't really happen much throughout the year. The kids are training 10 hours per week and going to national events. Obviously their standard is way above. But it's just a bit of a fun event as well, and just to let the staff feel what it's like to play against the kids who have, reached at a very high level at sport, and to raise awareness both of table tennis, obviously, of the charity.
As well as the sponsored swim today, we've had 70 of our young people screened by the charity, and that's worked extremely well. They've seen what a cardiac investigation might look like for them, and some of them may have actually benefited in the sense that maybe some of them will have benefited directly from the screening today.
Being screened is a completely painless experience. I've just had one done. I had several electrodes stuck on my chest, just like plasters, with wires attached to them, and then I had an ultrasound scan the rest of my heart, just like you'd have when you're scanning for a baby. It was a completely painless experience. I just literally was falling asleep for about 5 minutes, and it was very easy, and I encourage everyone to go and do it.
I think that it's important to get screening for Cry because if you play sport and you're under the age of 35, your heart could have a problem, you could die. Many people have died from it, which is like a bad thing. And if you're playing sport and you're active, Cry gives you the awareness that your heart is functioning properly and you won't drop dead. Because if you have the problem with your heart, they will treat you to it, which is perfect. And if you don't, then you can carry on living your normal life with sport.
I think screening at school age is really important because you can, if one child gets screened, then they tell their friends, and the knock-on effect is massive. If you don't get that kind of word-of-mouth kind of idea, especially with young children, it's not as easy to get as many people scanned.
It's important for our boys at the age of 15 to be aware of what builds a strong heart, and also the importance of screening to ensure that the heart is functioning well and working well.
The school have done magnificently, very ambitious programme, running event after event every day for 5 days, including other members of the community, other schools, different staff. It's a very inclusive school, and we would love to be back and involved again, yes.
The awareness has been excellent during the week. Some boys have raised more than £50, and overall hoping to raise maybe £500–600 throughout the week, but more importantly, they understand it's cardiac risk in youth now, where 2 weeks ago they didn't know that.
It's been a brilliant day for the college, and I hope it's been a good day for Cry. We'll have raised some money, and they will have raised the awareness amongst a large group of young people. We hope and assume that this will carry on for some time into the future.
It's a fantastic atmosphere here today. There's kids are swimming and getting fit and enjoying sport. I think Cry coming down screening lots of different people has been another opportunity to have hopefully save some people's lives.